Thank you very much for the invitation. As mentioned, my name is Alex Scharrer, and I am responsible for business development at the NEAR Foundation. And today I would like to show you how NEAR is changing the game in sports and entertainment. But before I dive into that, I'd love to give a short intro on NEAR Protocol and on our ecosystem. So what is NEAR Protocol? NEAR Protocol is a sharded proof-of-stake layer 1 blockchain. It's quite easy to remember it by the 4 S's. It's quite simple because we focus on user and developer usability. It's secure because NEAR is written in Rust and backed by a fully decentralized validator set. We are scalable. Unlike other chains, we use dynamic sharding, which allows for unparalleled scalability. And we are also sustainable. We are a certified carbon neutral blockchain. So what makes NEAR Protocol really unique? So from a technical perspective, it's the easy onboarding, flexible accounts, developer friendliness, and unparalleled scalability. I'd love to dive into each of these in a little bit more detail. So we recognize that crypto comes with its own set of complexities, right? Everyone is probably familiar with the right side of the screen, current situation, how to download or how to set up a wallet. You need to download a browser extension, you set up the account, you need to find and input custom RPC information, go to an exchange, bridge the assets. It's a very annoying and very long process. And we think that if you really want to onboard mass and reach mass adoption and onboard a lot of users, you need to make it as simple and easy as possible. So actually our wallets are native web wallets, so you don't need to download any browser extensions, and it has a very intuitive Web 2 UX UI to it. We also have a fast auth, which is an authentication solution, which you can see on the left side. It's currently in POC stage. And what it allows you to do is you can actually try this out right now. You can go to near.org and you simply click on create an account, you sign up with an email. You can use biometrics, which will create a cryptographic key on your device, and you're ready to go. And the cool thing is, you don't even need initial funds to try out different apps. They are pre-funded. So it's a really seamless, really fast solution. It takes a couple of seconds to create a wallet and explore the ecosystem. Now, flexible accounts. I think everyone has heard a lot about meta transactions and account abstraction, and over the last couple of months, NEAR had account abstraction built in natively from day one. And we really think that flexible accounts is what makes us friendlier in terms of migrating people from Web 2 to Web 3. What's really cool on NEAR is we actually enable human-readable wallet names. So unlike on the right side, where you see this hexadecimal string of gibberish that we all used to, NEAR actually has human-readable wallet names. So my wallet name could be alexander.near. We also allow for multiple access keys, each with their own set of permissions. So essentially, you can delegate permissions and revoke them at any point in time. So conceivably, I could have multiple access keys, right? And then we also empower and support hierarchical account structure. So for example, as an enterprise, you can have a top-level account name, such as Disney parent account, and then we allow you to create subdomains. We're also really developer-friendly. We allow basically coders, developers to code in a language of their choice, be that Rust, Solidity via our EVM layer 2 Aurora, and also JavaScript now, which basically gives access, 20 million developers access to create Web3 apps using JavaScript. And then, as I mentioned, we are also scalable because we have dynamic sharding. So unlike other chains that use sidechains, this allows us for unparalleled scalability and basically to record and verify transactions cheaper, faster, and in a very secure manner. Now let's look a bit at the ecosystem on NEAR right now. So we've seen tremendous growth. I joined the foundation last year in August. Since then, quite tremendous growth. So if you compare it to 2 years ago, we've had 600,000 total accounts. We just breached 30 million total accounts. And more importantly, we also have a lot of active users on the chain. We currently have over 2.8 million monthly active wallets, 800 plus active developers, and 1,100 projects that are actively building on NEAR right now. This also further shows the strong momentum that NEAR has. So basically, we just exceeded over the last couple of weeks a lot of other chains and daily active accounts. We are roughly around 700,000 daily active users, as you can see on the left side, a lot more than many other chains. And also, if you look at Dap Radar at the moment, we currently have the two of the top 5 dApps that are built on Near. One is Kaiching, which is basically Cosmos AI's product. It's a recent partnership that we have done. It's a loyalty-based shopping app. And then Sweat Economy, which I will talk about later on. This also further highlights the strong growth of the ecosystem. We've had over the past year like a couple of big tier 1, tier 0 partnerships from a lot of applications to enterprises, partnerships with Google, Alibaba, and many others. And also at the bottom, you see some other partners, which are dev shops or creative agencies that are part of our ecosystem. And then obviously in the current market environment, it's really important to highlight we're backed by world-class investors, and we have a lot of resources and are really well positioned to continue and support the growth of the Near ecosystem. So that's a little bit about Near, but let's shift gears, and I would love to talk a little bit about the future of fandom. So Web3 is really profoundly shaping the sports and entertainment industry. We've seen like over the last year, 2 years, we see more and more brands enter the industry and really experiment with blockchain in one form or the other. So for example, we see a lot of teams that have launched NFTs and really giving fans true access and ownership of digital assets. We've seen a lot of loyalty programs and fan engagement programs. And unlike the traditional loyalty programs that rely on centralized systems and centralized points, the Web3 loyalty programs really leverage blockchain's transparency, security, and enable a lot of new features. I'll dive into that in a little bit more detail after. And then obviously we've seen a lot of teams, leagues, and other sports properties launch NFT tickets to reduce fraud and scalping. And there are many other use cases popping up. We see fan tokens, fan engagement programs, prediction markets, and also now fan-owned teams using DAO structures. But that really raises the question, and I'm getting the question quite a lot of times, why do we even need Web3? Why do we need blockchain for sports? So there are a couple of reasons. Basically, what Web3 enables is to increase fan engagement and retention, and it also opens up new monetization opportunities. So if we look at the left side on the engagement and retention side, it really allows for a lot of personalization. Now with blockchain, you basically can contextualize VIP relationships and experiences based on wallet content. It also allows for cross-brand integration, because now with blockchain, you can seamlessly partner with other brands across different programs and systems. It also allows for X to earn, which is pretty important. If you look at smart contracts, what they really enable is they can automatically trigger rewards and perks based on user interactions. So if you engage with a team, if you complete a certain action, you get automatically triggered a benefit. You earn like an NFT or whatnot in your wallet. And then lastly, you can also empower fans by offering them achievement badges, which sort of show like a status within the team, and that creates a lot of gamification, as now with teams as a fan, you can compete with other fans who has seen the most games, who has traveled the most miles to go to the stadium, and you create this friendly competition. And then if you look on the right side, which is also really important obviously for rights holders and sports properties, you open up a lot of new revenue streams. So I mentioned earlier, there are a lot of teams, leagues that have launched NFTs already. You can now also basically sell your loyalty and status of the team as an asset. We also increasingly seeing phygital sales where sports teams, but not only in sports, a lot of fashion brands have launched basically tokens, fungible and non-fungible, that are tied to physical items. And then lastly, community ownership. Now with DAOs, you can basically give a lot of users access to teams and give them true ownership of and sway over their teams. So this is basically what the Web3 sports fan journey could look like in the future, right? This is just one example. So basically, you can start with using AR and immersive experiences to participate in scavenger hunts, and you basically collect NFTs. You can then use these NFTs to basically unlock a lot of perks, get access to community forums, and really gain a lot of benefits that you didn't have before. You can now also buy NFT tickets that I mentioned earlier, which helps with reducing scalping and fraud. And then if you go to the stadium, let's say you watch a football game, you go to the stadium, you can now use your phone, you scan a QR code in the stadium, and it automatically airdrops a PO-app into your wallet. And with that PO-app, you can unlock a lot of discounts in stadium, discounts to merch, food, drinks, etc. And what's even more beautiful is now anytime you engage with your team, you basically earn, let's say, an NFT achievement badge for every action you do, be it in a stadium or virtually. And now you can collect a lot of these NFT achievement badges, and the teams can launch programs where, let's say, if you collect 10 of these badges, you then get money can buy experiences. You can meet the players, you can go to the pitch, you score a penalty at halftime, all of these things that previously you didn't have access to. Now, with blockchain, because items are digitally scarce and verifiable, you can now also sell them on secondary markets, and you can buy rare items, such as rare NFTs that previously you couldn't access. And now, if you look at this, at the whole picture, this creates this engagement loop where now the more fans engage with your team, the more they benefit from different perks, be that virtually or in the stadium. So the Near Foundation has really seen a lot of partnerships over the last year in sports and entertainment. I don't really have the time to focus on all of them, but I'll probably highlight 2 or 3 of them that are really important to show you. So Sweatcoin is, I'm not sure if anyone is familiar with Sweatcoin, it's a huge Web3 app. It's probably the best case study of how Near enables you to seamlessly onboard Web2 users into Web3. It's basically a move-to-earn platform that has been active in Web2 since 2016. And it rewards you for your daily steps with points that you can then spend on different products, you can donate to charity, etc. And there's no barrier to entry. You can simply download the app. You can do it right now. You download the app, you create an account, and you get rewarded immediately for your daily steps. And now, Sweatcoin last year, they made the jump and the leap into Web3 using Near. So what they did was they distributed over 4.7 billion of their newly launched Sweat tokens to 13.5 million Sweatcoin users who opted to enter into Web3. So why this is interesting is for many of these users, that marked their first time venturing into Web3. And to this date, this remains one of the largest ever on-ramping events of Web2 into Web3. Now, present day, if you look at the current stats, Sweatcoin has way over 120 million users at this point, has created over 20 million wallets, over 600 partners. And why it's really important is it shows you how Near can really handle transactions for tens of millions of users on open web infrastructure. And Sweatcoin will now this year launch in the US as well, and in 8 different other countries. Another and probably one of our biggest sports partnerships is with SailGP. Now, SailGP is an international sailing competition that features F50 foiling catamarans. And basically teams throughout the season race against each other in Grand Prix around the world. I just attended the latest one, which was in Saint-Tropez, really cool event. And basically we partner with them in a multi-year partnership with the goal to increase fan engagement, to bring the fans closer to the team to the sport than ever before. Also to basically allow them to own exclusive content through NFT campaigns, and also to launch the first sports-owned, user-owned fan team in pro sports. The first partnership was with Oracle and SailGP on a fan engagement app, which is called the Dock. So the Dock has the goal to really, create this always-on experience for fans across the globe, like at the events, but also in between Grand Prix. And what it allows you to do if you sign up online for the Dock, it creates a Near wallet for you, and now this experience becomes a Near wallet where you can collect digital experiences. So this is just one example. The second one is, for the first time, we're actually launching the pro sports first DAO-owned team. So this means is we're launching a fan-owned team using a DAO structure that is on Near. So fans can now, vote on important decisions on the team, be that, the team name, the athlete selection, the sponsors they want to accept, and important team business decisions. And this is really enabled by Near, and we think it really elevates fan experience and democratizes access to sports teams. So this DAO now opens the doors to 1,950 accredited investors who now get proportionate voting and governance rights. The most recent partnership, which I just announced this week, is with the Los Angeles Football Club. So it's between LAFC and Dropped, which is a fan engagement platform built on Near Protocol. And the goal of this and the vision of this program is to rewrite the playbook on fan experience. So LAFC has recently launched its loyalty club, LAFC Gold. And what LAFC Gold does is basically trying to recognize the most devoted fans of the team and reward them with unique experiences. So one example is they kicked off the program with a ticket giveaway to the historic match against Inter Miami. So that's like Lionel Messi's new team, the GOAT. I'm not sure if CR7 fans are in the audience, but it's not even close. And basically this created this ticket giveaway where fans were given the opportunity to hold the American flag during the national anthem. Another example is last weekend, LAFC played against the city rivals LA Galaxy, and LAFC Gold gave away 4 premium tickets, which included a pre-match access to the pitch. So now using Dropped's new innovative platform, LAFC now uses new fan engagement tools to get fans to sign up and really let them access this digitally around the world, right? And then using Near, LAFC ensures that the team really stays at the cutting edge of open web's technology by allowing them to record and verify transactions in a secure manner. So LAFC is using this program now to really bring fans closer to the team than ever before, expand the digital sponsorship strategy, sponsorship revenue, and attract premium rates with new innovative inventory. Lastly, I mentioned earlier that Near is really unique through its technical capabilities, but it's also the Near Foundation is really unique in the way it can support its partners. So we see ourselves as layer 1, we see ourselves as a technological infrastructure layer that really brings together different parties, be that our own in-house capability, but then that can be complemented by different dev shops, creative agencies, and ecosystem partners throughout the development process of our partners. Let's look into that in more detail. Therefore, I would categorize the support into 4 different buckets. It's financial support, technical support, marketing, and blockchain success. We support partners with financial support, where we support the development costs on Near in the form of non-dilutive grants and investments, and we can provide additional grant support upon reaching certain user-based metrics. Obviously, we provide a lot of technical support through best-in-class protocol and infrastructure. We can also support partners with marketing, where we co-announce different partnerships and help them with press support and community and growth resources. And then lastly, we have a blockchain success team who is devoted to help partners onboard onto Near and make them successful through different advisory and also introductions to important ecosystem partners. So this brings me to the end of my presentation. Ultimately, the Near Foundation really tries to onboard, that's the ultimate vision, to onboard 1 billion users into Web3 and basically give them access to open web, where they truly own their data and digital assets and basically get empowered to create value and participate in governance opportunities. Thank you.
Thanks for your talk. Thanks for introducing Near and its amazing qualities. Big applause for him.